Okay, good morning, everyone. So for this morning, let's have another topic. But before going through with our topic, okay, let's have a review first of the discussion that we had last time. Okay, so let's have a short recap of what we had last meeting. Okay. So first one, it is the means by which the message is sent. So definitely, what will it be? So it is the means by which the message is sent, that is channel. Okay. And another thing, okay, it is the barrier or distraction to a communication. A barrier or distraction to a communication, that is noise. All right. Next one, we have the purpose of the speaker is to manage and control the behavior of the listener. So this one is the manage and control. So therefore that is regulation and control. All right. Next one. It is the reason why do people communicate. It contains an idea, information, knowledge, emotions, and feelings. And this one is social interaction, the basic or the primary reason why people communicate, why we communicate to one another. So, okay, so that's it. But for this, okay, last one, it is also known as the receiver. Of course, obviously, this one is listener. Okay. And for the word of the day, so we have the word skeptical. Okay. Now let me use it in a sentence. Okay. Experts skeptical and granular lockdown versus virus spread. Okay. So the word is skeptical. Okay. So what does it mean? So it simply means that when you are skeptical, of course, you are not easily convinced or having doubts. You're being uncertain. Okay. You're being doubtful. All right, so that's it. Okay, now for this morning, so I have here, okay, so models of communication. We have here the objectives. So at the end of the lesson, explain each model of communication, differentiate the various model of communication, discuss the parts of models of communication briefly. Okay, now as you can see on the screen, okay, so that is how, or that is the flow of communication process. You see, there is a speaker, there is a listener, but without the message, okay, the speaker, even though we have the speaker, you have the listener, but then if you don't have the message or if you don't want to say something, wala kang gustong sabihin sa kausap mo, sa magiging kausap mo, then definitely communication doesn't take place. So, ganun lang yan, no? A simple hi and hello, it's part of it's communicating already, okay? All right. So models of communication, we have here four models of communication. The first one, we have Aristotle's model, Shannon Weaver's model, Squam's model, and White's model. Okay, what's for Aristotle's model? Just bear in mind that, okay, Aristotle's model, Aristotle's model of communication, okay, so it focused on the speaker and the message. The most important part in his model is the setting where the listener and the speaker are situated. It is the setting that dictates the message. Okay, for you to not confuse with it. So it's simple as Aristotle's model. Ano yung binibigyang emphasis? Okay, the setting. Okay, just as important as the listener and the speaker. Kasi nga, ang Aristotle's model, it focus on the speaker and the message. So speaker and the message. So therefore, importante daw sa kanya ang setting kung where the communication happens. Okay, so say for example, no, um, for example, you were talking to someone in a crowded place, for example, or you are having your speech in a crowded place and then napakaingay, okay? So definitely, okay, anong mangyayari? So do you think the communication process would be successful kung ganun tas mahina pa ang boses mo? So that's it. So importante ang setting. Another thing, say for example, what you did what you did in school, for example, yung mga performance tasks ng mga teachers nyo. And then, for example, kahit sabihin natin, sobrang galing nyo dun. Let's say, for example, if you're really good in, let's say, for example, you're really good in declamation. Okay? So, you're performing your declamation. You're very good on it. But then, you performed it, for example, in a market. Diba? Or in a hospital, no? Doon ka nag-perform. So, definitely, ano mangyayari? Diba? So, it's like, ano, It's simple as the right place. Do it in the right place. Okay? So, ganon. So, importante yung setting. So, that's it. That's for Aristotle. Okay? And next one we have, for the second one, okay, so this is how the communication process of Aristotle's model. So, ayan si speaker, nandyan si listener or the audience. Okay? So, as you can see, okay, sa message or speech, so, nasa gitna. So, importante sila, no? Just like the setting. So, ang binibigyang emphasis lang dito is, the setting is as important as the message and the speech in this type of, in this model of communication. So, bear in mind, ha? The setting and the speech or the message are as the message or the speech is as important as the setting, or rather, or can be vice versa, no? Yun lang naman. Okay. The next one we have, okay, so ayan. So ayan yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? Let's say for example, okay, in the theater, in the first picture, no? You can see a theater, okay? For example, ang galing-galing mo, okay? Nakabihis ka, sobrang ganda mo talaga. Ang galing ng performance mo, for example. Eh, kaso pinarform mo yan here in the hospital. Okay? So, anong mangyayari? Wala ring kwenta, no? Nonsense lang, no? So, yun lang naman yung ibig sabihin ni Aristotle, no? Na importante ang setting. Okay, so that's it. Next one we have the Shannon-Weaver's model. So this is often called the telephone model because it is based on the experience of having the message interfered with by noise from the telephones, which were back in 1940. So bear in mind that Shannon-Weaver's model are also called as the telephone model. Ano yung binibigyang emphasis neto? It's ang binibigyan naman ng emphasis neto since it is telephone model, so the noise, no? Noise naman ang binibigyan ng emphasis neto. Unlike sa Aristotle's model, ang binibigyang emphasis ay ang setting. This one is noise naman. Okay, so sige. Okay, so now what you can see in the picture, so 'di ba? Meron nandiyan si speaker which is the source of information, okay? And then nandiyan din si receiver, the one who receives the message, okay? So paano ang way nila ng pag-transmit ng message to each other? So they were using telephone, for example, dyan, no? So they are having a conversation in the telephone, for example. And as you can see on the bottom part, no? There is a noise, okay? Example na lang dyan yung aso, barking of dog, no? So, ayun. So, for example, try to imagine, kayo yun, may kausap kayo sa telephone and then, your dog is barking, okay? So, hindi nyo naririnig ng maayos, no? So, definitely, so yun yung nagiging yun yung binibigyang emphasis ni Shannon Weaver's model, no? Or often called the telephone model. So, nagkakaroon ng miscommunication or nagkakaroon ng barrier of the communication process or the flow of communication when there is a noise. And I know that you would relate to it. Let's just like, for example, during the pandemic times, no? 'Di ba? So, you have your online classes. So, anong nangyayari noon? So, 'di ba? So, you can have your online lang, no? Naririnig mo lang. But then kung maingay, for example, dahil nga congested tayo dito sa Manila, so anong nangyayari? Maingay yung kapitbahay. Let's say, for example, naririnig mo yung ingay ng kapitbahay mo, but then you have your online class. So, anong nangyayari pag ganon, no? So, definitely, imbis na mas maintindihan mo yung klase, yung ano naririnig mo, ano yung tinuturo sa'yo, so, hindi mo na naiintindihan, okay? So, ganun lang po yun, no? So that is Shannon Weaver's model. Okay. Next one Scrum's model naman, okay? Scrum asserts that communication can take place if and only if, bear in this, ha? Bear in mind, if and only if there is an overlap between the field of experience of the speaker and the listener. Okay? So, binibigyang emphasis naman ni Scrum's model is the field of experience. Ano bang ibig sabihin nitong field of experience? Okay, field of experience is everything that makes a person unique, everything he or she has ever done. In other words, it is everything a person has ever experienced or not in his or her life. It is a field of experience that is used to interpret the message and create a response. Okay? So, importante daw yung field of experience. Okay? So, ganito lang yon. Okay? Let's say for example, 'di ba, you have your different iba-iba kayo ng chosen career in life, for example. And then we try to imagine that you are what you are wishing for right now. So for example, if you want to be a teacher, so for example, teacher ka na ngayon. For example, your classmates also want to be a lawyer, a nurse, a doctor, a police, a military man, something like that, no? And then, for example, kayo na yun, yung mga ano na yun. And then, you have your small talk lang. Kahit for example, nag-usap-usap kayo. For example, ang katabi mo, tinanong yung isa, tapos ka na sa DLP nyo, for example, no? And take note that this classmate of yours is a teacher and she's talking to one of your classmates then, a teacher then. And that classmate of yours would answer, ay, hindi pa nga eh. Or kaya sabihin niya, ay, oo, tapos ko na, ganyan. So, you would wonder, for example, if you are a doctor, you would wonder, what does LP means, no? So may isip mo, ano ba pinag-uusapan nila? Tapos ka na ba daw sa LP? Ano kaya yung LP na yon? Okay? So, but the one your classmate is talking could relate to it because they have same field of experience. Pareho silang teacher, nag-uusap sila, and therefore, they could relate to one another. Kahit pa sabihin natin mga shortcut na words yan, marirelate nila. It's because yun yung field of experience nila or dun yung field nila, dun yung specific field nila, no? Na doon sila, pareho silang nasa teaching field. For example naman, okay, another example, okay, there is also in the Navy, so there is also naval terms na tinatawag. So, just like for example, a simple yes or no, you would not answer them. For example, you were asked, okay, you would not answer them with yes, mom, yes, sir, but you would rather say I, sir, I, mom. Okay, so simple as yes or no, no, yes, as simple as yes. You would not answer it with yes, but you would say, I, sir, I, ma'am, no? So just like that. Another, for example, in the Navy, I know that we are used to it with saying, I know that we are familiar with comfort room or restroom. Because we used to address it in general, and every one of us could understand what that comfort room, what is that restroom, no? Alam naman natin yan. However, in the Navy class, you would not say, mom, sir, may I go to the restroom or may I go to the comfort room? No, class, but you would say, mom, sir, may I go to the head? You see? So they have their own words. Oh, though the standard word for that is talagang restroom, ganyan. But the thing is, of course, ito nga yung tinatawag na field of experience. Okay? The only person could relate to it is that those who are military people in Navy, particularly in Navy, no? But if you're not, try to imagine if you go on that place and they were communicating to each other and they have their naval terms, they are using their terminologies, no? The different terminologies that they have. Okay? So, magugulo ka. Malilito ka. What are they really talking, no? What does it mean? Okay? Ano ba ibig nila sabihin? Ano ba pinag-uusapan nila? Those things. Okay? Ganun lang yun kasimple, ha? Field of experience. Okay? So, meaning to say, mas nagiging successful ang flow ng communication process if you have the same field of experience to the one whom you are talking to. Okay? So medyo magkakaroon ng barrier of communication process if you're talking to someone who has different field of experience. And then especially if you are using those terminologies that is only specific to to the discipline that you have. For example, you're a military people and then you're talking to a teacher, for example. Of course, malilito si teacher. Kahit ba naman teacher yan, no? Kausap mo and then tinagamit mo yung mga military terminologies na alam mo. So, malilito siya. Ano bang ibig sabihin? Ganon, no? So, that's it. So, yun lang yun. Okay? That is for Scrum's model. Okay. So, Wilbur Scrum, the father of mass communication. All right. So here, so as you can see, okay, so ayan. So pag nagkakaroon ng overlapping of ano no, of the message no or uh the information, okay? So yung overlap na yon kasi kung magkakaiba, magkakaroon kayo iba-iba, magkaibang field of experience, magkaibang field of experience. So medyo mahirap yung ganon. Pero kapag pareho, same field of experience, pag nag-uusap, mas madaling naintindihan, mas nagiging successful. Okay. That is for Scrum's model. All right. So here is a short video clip. But this short video clip class, okay, this short video clip is just ano, I will just explain this one. Okay, so this short video clip class, it's a conversation. Okay, it's a conversation between a teacher and her students, no? So yung mga students niya, iba-iba din. As you can see, makita mo naman sa mukha nila, no? Iba-iba din sila ng lengguwahe na sinasalita. Okay? So iba-iba sila ng lengguwahe na sinasalita, iba-iba rin ng lengguwahe si teacher. Sige nga, I will play this for a short while lang.
เป็นอะไรดูเครียดๆวันนี้ครูยังไม่มาสักทีอะดิเอ้าแล้วครูไม่มาแกเครียดทำไมนะก็มันสายแล้วไงอยากเรียนไงเมื่อเด็กรักเรียนโอ้ stand by please up stand up please good morning teacher
I'm fine, thank you.
sit down
Sit down, please.
thank you teacher
คุณครูชื่อเพนสีนะคะ พร้อมกันค่ะเพนสี
เพนสี
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 จริงๆแล้วครูเพนสีสอนวิชาเพาะช
อ๋อ
ำนะคะ แต่ว่าวันนี้ครูอรวรรณติดธุระก็เลยได้มาสอนแทนในวิชาภาษาอังกฤษพร้อมกันอ่ะภาษาอังกฤษ
ภาษาอังกฤษ
เกตภาษาอังกฤษ
ภาษาอังกฤษ
โอเควันนี้เราจะมาท่องศัพท์กันนะคะ ท่องให้ได้ท่องให้ดี หลังจากจบคาบนี้แล้วไปสอบกับครูคนละ10 คำนะคะ เอาล่ะอ่านตามแล้วก็ดูกันอ่านตามนะคะคำแรกของเรานะคะ
ครับ
คำแรกจดเลยค่ะจดเลย
ครับผม
เจลเล่เจลเล่พร้อมกันค่ะเจลเล่
จึงเน่
เจลเล่
ครับ
อะ
ผมว่ามันอ่านว่าชองนะครับ
G E N เจน R E เล่เจลเล่
ผมตัวด้วย
เจลเล่
เย้
อันต่อไปค่ะแบนจิพริก
เออ
แบนจิพริก
ปรีหรือเปล่าครับ
ครูเป็นใครคะคุณครูปะ
ใช่ครับ
ครูเป็นครูปะ
ครูเป็นครูครับ
ครูเป็นครูต้องฟัง
ครู
ครูเป็นครูต้องฟังเจนจิพริก
แดน
เจนจิพริก
แดนดีเฟก
อันต่อไปค่ะ High story High story
ไฮสตอรี่
Okay, so as you can see on the video, on the short clip, no? So iba-iba yung sinasabi. Si teacher, iba na nga yung sinasabi, iba yung tinuturo, at the same time, yung mga students niya ganun din. So try to imagine if you are on that situation, no? Ikaw yung nasa ganung kalagayan. So talagang napakahirap, magulo siguro talaga yung utak mo sobra sa ganun, no? So iba yung tinuturo ni teacher, iba na nga yung mga lengguwahe nyo, iba-iba na nga yung mga sinasalita nyo, hindi pa nagkakaintindihan, hindi pa nagkakaisa dun sa itinuturo. So that's why we Filipinos, we are grateful, no? We may have many places pa naman tayong pinanggalingan. We came from different places, ay iba-ibang lugar man yan, provinces man yan. However, we are so grateful. Why? Because the Filipinos, we come up with one language to be used, no? And that is Filipino, no? That is our first language na dapat alam mo, okay? Dapat alam mo kung paano magsalita ng Filipino language. Okay, and another thing, of course, our second language is English. So, therefore, kahit we came from other places, mga liblib na lugar man yan, but still, I know that we still have the ability to understand, no? Or to at least to speak in Filipino, no? So that's why we are grateful for that. Unlike the other people, no, that talagang what they have talaga, kung ano yung sinasalita nila in that particular place that they have, ano na talaga, yun lang talaga yung kaya nila. Kasi nga, I don't know if they were not like us, just lang gano'n, no? Na tayo kasi syempre tayo, meron tayo talagang standard na ito yung first language natin. So therefore, ngayon, talagang dapat just like me when I came from the province, no, pumunta ako dito. So whether I like it or not, no, na hindi magsalita ng Filipino, the first time that I'm here, I'm really not comfortable with speaking in Filipino. However, I need to and I have to. Of course, it's because, syempre, if I'm gonna speak in Visayan language here, so paano ko maintindihan? Not all of us or not everyone could relate to what I'm saying. But maybe there is some who could relate. Of course, those only Visayan people and then, no? But then, yung mga hindi, so hindi ako maintindihan. So just like that. So, kailangan may adaptation. Okay? Ina-adapt mo kung ano yung lengguwahe na meron kayo. Meron on that specific place, no? Or that particular place. All right. So next one we have White's model. Okay? Eugene White focused on the concept of feedback. Feedback is the perception by the speaker about the response of the listener. Eugene White's model tells that communication is circular and continuous without beginning or an end. So yun naman ang binibigyang emphasis ni White's model, okay? The concept of feedback. So according to him, that communication process, so since it is a continuous process, so therefore there should be no end or nor beginning, okay? Walang ito yung huli, ito yung natatapos kasi nga continuous lang siya, no? It's like a cycle, no? And he emphasized or he focused on the concept of feedback, okay? So for example, so parang sa kanya, for example, ah ang malalaman mo lang daw if the communication process is successful base doon sa magiging response. So that would be your feedback. So ano yung magiging feedback mo? Okay? For example, nag-utos ka ng ano mo, ng kapatid mo. Bumili ka ng, for example, ng asukal. Asin ang binili. Asin ang nabili. Okay? So ano yung nagiging feedback mo doon? Ay, bakit ganun? Asukal ang inutos ko sa'yo, bakit asin ang binili mo? So, ano nangyari? So, hindi nagiging successful ang communication process kasi iba yung inutos, iba yung ginawa, no? So, that's it. So, importante ang feedback. So, the feedback, according to him, syempre, kung nakafocus ka sa feedback, so, you can only tell if the communication process is successful base doon sa magiging feedback mo. Magiging feedback ng speaker. Okay. So, sige. So, this is how the communication process according to White's model. So, ayan yung thinking, symbolizing, expressing, transmitting, receiving, decoding, feedback, and monitoring. So, di ba, continuous cycle siya. Ikot siya, no? So, thinking, syempre, mag-iisip ka muna. Mag-iisip muna tayo bago tayo magsasalita. Kahit naman sa tanong, for example, magtatanong lang tayo, syempre, kahit magtatanong lang baga tayo, iniisip naman natin ano itatanong natin, no? And of course, you do those symbols, no? Or expressing, on transmitting, no? So, paano mo ba gustong i-express yun? I-transmit yun. And then, syempre, may nagre-receive nun. And then, you do the decoding. Of course, kapag nagde-decode ka, no? Decoding, just like for example, habang nagkaklase si teacher, okay, nagsasalita, lahat na ginawa ni teacher, explain with the facial expression, the gestures, and whatsoever pa yan na ginawa ni teacher na anumang paraan yan, ways to for you to understand. And then it's still up to you, 'di ba? Some are jotting down their notes and that is decoding, no? So nag-iisip din kayo niyan kung anong isusulat nyo. And of course, after decoding, nagkakaroon ng feedback. And then of course, after ng feedback, nagkakaroon ng monitoring. Syempre, hindi lang natatapos dun sa feedback. Monitor mo, nag-iisip ka. For example, if the feedback, magiging feedback mo, it's not good, then therefore, pwedeng ano pang gagawin mo? Mag-iisip ka ngayon kung ano pa yung gagawin mo to enhance or to be better, no? Ganun lang yun. Okay, so bear in mind there were four models of communication. Aristotle's model, Shannon Weaver's model, Squam's model, and White's model. Okay, so this one is White's model. Okay. So we have here the 8 stages of communication. So by the way, kapag 8 stages class, ibig sabihin it can never be interchanged. So in your quiz, okay, hindi yan dapat magkakabaliktad-baliktad kasi nga stages. So say for example, 'di ba? For example, alangan naman mauna yung baby kaysa sa embryo, 'di ba? Alangan naman baby ka agad bago maging embryo. So stages. So hindi yan dapat it can never be interchanged. All right. First one we have thinking. Desire, feeling, or an emotion provides a communicator or stimulus to communicate a need. Okay. Of course, when you are thinking, okay, nag-iisip ka, okay? Ikaw yung nagde-decide and you are the one also who decides or how you're going to communicate to this person or how are you going to transfer this information. Diba? Those things. So you are the one, you are the masters of, as a speaker, you are the masters of this. It's your responsibility to think of whatever information that you want to relate to someone, no? Okay, next, of course, we have symbolizing. Before a communicator can utter a sound or sound, he or she has to know the code of oral language to which would represent his or her ideas in order to make the selection. Of course, after thinking, you do the symbolizing, okay? All right, so know the code of oral language. Okay, so therefore, kailangan maging ano tayo dito somehow, maging, uh, for example, pag nagsasalita ka, hindi lang basta mo na lang sinabi, no? Dapat maayos yung sinasabi, no? You should know the code of oral language, okay? So, importante, alam mo, right choice of words, 'di ba? Gagamitin mo yan, okay? Next, we have expressing. Okay, pagdating naman sa expressing, the communicator can then use his or her vocal mechanism to produce the sound of language accompanied by his or her facial expression, gestures, and body stance. Okay, so expressing. Okay, so it's up to you how are you going to express yourself to that someone whom you are talking to or to those people whom you want to relay or to give your information, no? Ikaw ba yung tipong speaker na gusto mo lang, wala ka lang gagawin, nakatango ka lang, wala ka man lang facial expression, no? Pero pangit naman kapag ganun, no? Dapat as a speaker, nakikita lahat to. Meron tayong facial expression, gestures, body stance, okay? And yung mga movements natin, dapat inaangkop din natin, no? Sa sinasalita natin. Or another thing, yung mga hand gestures, yung mga ganon, yung mga symbols, mga sign languages na yan, importante din yan, okay? So, say for example, if you are asking someone, kumain ka na ba? Ay ayaw magsalita nung tinanong mo na yon. He or she would simply reply, then therefore, you can tell na, hindi pa siya kumain. Kumain ka na ba? Magnanod lang. Magnanod lang. Okay? So therefore, you can say na, ay, tapos na pala siyang kumain. Those things, no? Okay, so importante yan. Okay? Expressing. How are we going to express ourselves? Transmitting. Waves of sound is spreading at 1,000 feet per second and waves of light traveling at speed of 186 miles per second carry the speaker's message to the listener. Okay, so kailangan alam natin, no? Alam natin kung gaano kalayo ang ating mga audiences or ang ating listener so that we can adjust, okay, in a particular scenario. Kasi hindi lang yung, feeling mo lang narinig ka nila, pero pala ang hina pala ng boses mo. That's why dapat alamin mo yung how the transmission process, no? How it is being transmitted, okay? Waves of sound, okay? Dapat alam mo kung hanggang saan lang yung kakayanin ng volume ng voice mo na yon. Kung maraming audience, of course, mas lakihan mo yung boses mo, mas i-modulate mo yung boses mo. In that way, mas naiintindihan ka. Kung medyo ko konti lang naman you're talking to one person, alangan naman kailangan mo pang lakihan yon, no? There's no need. So, something like that, okay? Ganun lang siya, no? All right. So next we have receiving. Okay, receiving. Sound waves impinge upon the listener's ears, after which the resulting nerve impulses reach the brain via auditory nerves. Light wave strikes the listener's eyes, after which the resulting nerve impulses reach the brain via optic nerve. Okay, bear in mind this one. No? Receiving, the way how the message is being received by your listener or by your audiences. So just take note, class, that whatever it is na naririnig natin, whatever it is na naririnig ng ating tenga, it's not really our ears who is responsible for that, no? But however, it's our auditory nerve, okay? Our ears could just be the organ na nakarinig, but it's still the responsible for the transmitting of whatever it is na naririnig mo. It's our auditory nerve. Our auditory nerve will transfer or will transmit the information to our brain, and then it's our brain who would interpret kung ano yung ano yung naririnig mo. Okay? Again, it's our auditory nerve who are responsible for the transmission or to transmit the messages na naririnig natin, and our brain will be the one who is responsible to interpret whatever it is na naririnig napakinggan ang tenga natin. Same as with our eyes. What we are seeing, lahat na nakikita natin, no? Whatever it is na nakikita natin with our eyes, it's not really our eyes who interpret na, ay, maganda yan. It's not really, but who is responsible for that? So it's our optic nerve, okay? Our optic nerve will transmit the information to our brain, and then our brain would interpret, okay? So, yun yung our brain would interpret kung ano yung nakikita mo, ay, ang ganda naman. Ay, parang okay? So it's our brain really. It's not our eyes, ha, but it's our optic nerve na magta-transmit, and then it's our brain who interpret the messages. Okay? So, ganun lang yun. Naintindihan yung flow, ha? So, in the ears, our auditory nerve. In our eyes, our optic nerve. Okay, decoding. The listeners interprets the language symbols he receives and thinks further. Of course, no? I think that, and I do believe that the moment you decode, okay, the moment you jot down notes, somehow you were thinking. You were not just writing anything, whatever it is na nakikita sa screen or sa illustration board or whatever it is na nakikita niyo, no? I believe so and I hope so, no? Na lahat ng na ugaling magsulat, na hindi lang sinusulat lahat. You would only write those important parts, no? Those important information. And by doing that, of course, you are thinking, nag-iisip ka, ano ba importante dito? No? Okay, nag-iisip ka, ano yung importante dito? Ano yung mas madaling paraan for you to write the important parts, no? Okay, that is decoding. Okay? Next one, we have feedback. The listener may manifest overt behavior like nod, smile, or yawn, or he may not show any behavior at all. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? For example, if may tinanong ka, hindi naman nagsasalita, pero ito, nagnanod, nagsismile, nagyayon, then therefore, somehow, we can understand dun sa nagiging response niya, no? For example, nakikita ka ng, katabi mo, sige ang yon. Hmm? Sige ang hikab, hikab, hikab. So therefore, masabi natin ay inaantok siya, no? For example, nakita mo yung someone, she's smiling. Okay? So, masasabi natin na, ay, ang saya siguro niya. Okay, that's it. Okay, for example, your teacher. Okay, I will be asking you, class. Okay, do you understand what our discussion? And you would say, yes, for example. Is there any further question? And you would say, none, mom. Then, but that's sasabihin ko, okay, let's have a 10-item question. Let's have a 10-item quiz, get one for sheet of paper, for example, gano'n, no? Sabihan ko kayo ng gano'n. And then, for example, ang nakuha niyo lang score ay pinaka-highest 5. So, yun yung nagiging response nyo. Ang feedback sa akin, oh my God, I thought naintindihan ako ng mga estudyante ko. Yung pala hindi. Kasi pala, ang konti naman ng scores nila. Okay? So, pwedeng ganon. So, kapag ganon, anong mangyayari? So, syempre, mag-iisip ako. It's either, do I have to reteach ba? Or ano pa ba? Ulitin pa from the start, or magtatanong ba ako sa inyo talaga kung ano yung mga queries niyo pa, something like that. Or think of, or it can be, I can be able to think of another strategies na pwede kong ma-apply or magamit, no? Next, we have monitoring. While the speaker watches for signs of reception or understanding of his message among listeners, he is also attuned to what's going on inside him. The speaker is receiving and decoding messages about himself from his audience in order to adjust to the particular situation. So this is the reason why we do this monitoring. Kailangan mong ma-monitor, okay? Binigyan ka ng response, nagkakaroon ka ng feedback based doon sa response, of course, no? So, after ng response, nakakaroon ka ng feedback. And of course, minomonitor mo yan, okay? Nag-iisip ka so that you can adjust to the particular situation. Ito lang yung scores nila. Ituro ko ulit to. Ito lang yung scores nila. Tanungin ko nga ulit sila kung saan talaga sila mas naguguluhan. Okay? Something like that. So that's the main reason why you do the monitoring, for you to adjust to a particular scenario or a particular situation. Pwede kang makakapag-adjust kung ano yung dapat mong gagawin. Okay? So that's it. That's the 8 stages of communication that we have. Okay? And we have the 4 models of communication, the 8 stages of communication. And with that, this is your second activity. Okay, in a short bond paper, take and attach a picture of your own scenario that shows the 4 models of communication. Make a short explanation about it. Okay, you may take and attach. Okay, so pwedeng ano, or in other words, pwede rin naman okay, kung para lesser yung gastos na hindi na kayo mapagastos, pwede rin naman i-draw nyo na lang. Okay, pwede nyo rin siyang i-draw. Okay, and of course, may explanation yun. Don't you worry, ma'am, hindi ako marunong mag-drawing. Don't you worry, kasi nga naman, I'm not really after of your drawing. What I'm after of is your output, no? Yung gawa nyo mismo, yun yung after ko. It's not the drawing, because I myself, hindi rin naman ako marunong mag-drawing. I'm not really good in drawing din naman. Okay, so therefore, I'm not after of it, but I'm after of your output, no? So, yun. So, you have to explain it, no? And, of course, we have here the rubrics for that. For content clarity, critical, and original thought, that is 60%, creativity, 40%, for a total of 100%, okay? So that's it. That's all for today. That's all for this session class. Okay. I hope that you don't find your time to review of whatever it is na lesson natin. Find time to review. And thank you once again. Have a good day. God bless everyone. Goodbye. Thank you.